So here at the Angry Cactus, one of the biggest things that we do, and one of our biggest draws, is our special events. People come from 3 to 4 hours away just to come have meals here for special events and all kinds of things. And so tonight what we did is we did a 5-course meal. We had the winemaker, J.D. Johns from Bogle Vineyards come in, and we did a 5-course wine meal just exclusively with their wines.
So it started off with almost like a roundtable meeting between myself, the other chef de parties, and Tim. We all kind of sat down and talked menu items. We talked, flavor profiles, and it was my first time being a part of that discussion, and that was a great experience. And then tonight itself, we had all the prep work, we had all the building of the plates, we had all of that stuff, and it's always exciting.
That was it was something that I've seen and all that, and actually being a part of it was really interesting because you're learning hey, this is why this wine is paired with this course, and things like that. It's a whole nother section of the culinary industry that you don't think about all the time.
All of my culinary students and all of the people in my kitchen, we thought about this 3 months ago. There was 3 months of planning. There was 3 months of execution. There's 3 months of testing. The key is have a passion for what you do and perfect it. Hi, my name is Tim Condon. I'm owner and executive chef of Angry Cactus, West Texas Bar and Grill, here in downtown San Angelo, Texas. Yeah, so for the first course tonight, we did a little baked brie with an apple and a little bit of gremolata with pecan, and of course some cranberry crumbles and gel as well. And that paired amazingly well with this Phantom Chardonnay. What the really key was really to kind of create sweetness, but yet also have some tartness from the cranberry, just to kind of accentuate that Chardonnay. And it's an amazing Chardonnay right out of California. And it's one of those dishes that I thought was just gonna be perfect for that glass of wine.
My name is Terry Williams. I'm a commis chef at the Angry Cactus. Also, I'm part of the culinary program with Escoffier here.
My name is Danny Quintana. I am a chef de partie here at Angry Cactus, and I am currently enrolled in the culinary program with Escoffier.
For our second course, we had gnocchi with fried basil, pumpkin, and pumpkin seed. The gnocchi is also, just like the baked brie, is something I've tried recently, and it was probably one of my favorite dishes in this whole dinner. We
kind of just raked the sweet potato to kind of almost look like a rainbow. And the food there was like perfectly placed on one side. It looked like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, and it was so delicious. Great textures.
All right, so the third course, this was actually one of my favorite. I'm a huge duck fan. And so we did duck. And we did it with the Pinot Noir, which is very classic. A Pinot Noir, they make a great Pinot Noir at Bogle. But we did it with the little shiitake mushrooms. I fried some kale, and we also did a cassoulet with a little bit of barley. Traditionally, a cassoulet is with beans, and we chose to do barley as our starch, kind of like complex in that dish. And it was really interesting because we also added a little bit of truffle powder that I used with tapioca maltodextrin. And so that's one of those interesting flavors and interesting complexes that you don't necessarily get every time. And I think people were really amazed by it.
Course number 4 was wild boar and polenta with some mustard in it. And the wild boar was extremely juicy, a lot more tender than I was expecting from wild boar. And it was just a great dish all around. Fantastic. Probably my favorite dish of the day.
So that wild boar was paired amazingly well with some root vegetables, and we actually did some mustard greens. We have a lady just down the street that grows her own mustard greens, and so we put a little salad of mustard greens, and we also made 3 different mustards on the plate that kind of were accent points for the pork. And there's nothing more delicious than a wild boar chop with a little polenta and some mustard.
For our final, we had the black pepper cake with strawberry and caramel. That one it was gorgeous just to look at, and it came out with a couple different sweet flavors that all blended really well together, and I think it was a great way to end the dinner.
It was really good. That was a really moist cake, and then it had this hint of spice at the very end of it because of all the pepper, but it was perfectly balanced.
All of my culinary interns and all of the students were looking at me like I was smoking crack or something. I don't even know what I was doing. But I explained to them black pepper accentuates some spice, accentuates some dark flavors that you get from the chocolate. And so when you put something like black pepper and strawberry together, or black pepper and chocolate together, it doesn't seem to make sense. But when you taste it, it blows your mind. So one of the coolest things we have here at the Angry Cactus is we do the Work and Learn program through Escoffier. And really what that does is that gives our students a chance to work in our restaurant and kind of learn all of the things that go along with being in the industry, being a line cook, being a prep cook, being a dishwasher even, right? And they kind of are able to level that up and then get the formal fundamental education of culinary arts through Escoffier.
Hi, my name is Elijah Black. I'm a butcher at the Angry Cactus in San Angelo, Texas. Well, first getting here, being a regular, back of house guy, learning how to do stuff. But actually my second day, I had started doing butchering, and I was thinking that, hey, this is something that I like, this is something that I take pride in, just the most expensive thing in house. And then as I further myself with doing that, I wanted to get my knowledge around with everything, not just butchering everything. Getting ready to go into a Escoffier, getting ready to be a chef and complete that task is nothing like it. Just amazing, just being a chef and knowing everything about it. You would never think like you're a scientist in the kitchen. You're not just a cook, there's more than that. It's like breaking down lessons, just like molecules, like breaking down flavors, just like everything. It's nothing like it.
So 5 months does not sound like a long time, but wow, have I grown so much in those 5 months. I've actually even approached him. I possibly doing one of these dinners myself, and I never would have done that 5 months ago. I wouldn't have even done that 3 months ago. But that just goes to show how much I'm learning and how much I'm enjoying this program.
A plus at working here during the culinary program, and the schooling and all that is I do have a chef present. And I do have one that it's not even, not even the days we do our class, but other days, I can ask him questions and he knows either how to answer them or how to get me to figure out the answer, and the pop quizzes, those keep my knowledge going and things like this. He really works with us, and it keeps our education going even when we're not in class or we're not doing our work on the computer. He's physically right there telling us, hey, this is what you need to do, or this is the area you're learning in right now. This is what you should look into. And so it's extremely helpful.
So one of the biggest things that I'm really passionate about is really creating this culinary culture. And Escoffier's culinary program does that. All of the students, all of the people that are on our staff do that. It's really a body of work that is completely morphed around excellence. And so we're trying to create the best products. We're trying to create the best flavor profiles. We're trying to create the best dishes. We're trying to create all of the elements on the plate that just make it amazing. And I think that's what our kitchen really tries to achieve. And that's really what the culinary program tries to achieve, is execute knowledge, perfection, and all of the different nuance that goes into the culinary program, to the culinary arts. And I'm so proud to be a part of that here at the Angry Cactus.